Hey y'all.
Hey.
Welcome to Beautiful Ladies with Keyvie
and Jay.
And on this episode, we're talking about second chances.
Second chances.
So would you do second chances? Well, not even just like with relationships, like with your friends.
Okay, so when it comes to my friends, definitely. I am the type of person, I'm a very forgiving person. And depending upon what it was, if you ain't do nothing like extreme, then yeah, I wouldn't mind us being friends again. If we did, when we talk about second chances with friendships, it depends on the situation. If it was a misunderstanding, I feel like we can move past that. I think it definitely depends on the situation and also how you feel about the person. Like, if you want to fix it, then fix it. If you really didn't know that person like that, or you really went into it no way, like, it's okay to let it go. Like, and just let it be. Relationships, I don't have any exes, but if I did, it's a no. I don't do second chances, in my opinion. It didn't work the first time, and sometimes it's just it's okay to let stuff go. So yeah. So how do you feel?
Friendships, it definitely depends on what it was to cause us to not be friends no more, or cause us to have that moment. I feel like if you try my character when you know for a fact I'm not that person, then that's the boundary you cross. It's enough for me. Like, you stay over there and I'm gonna stay over here. Or like, if we do so happen to be friends, it would never be the same as it was before. Like, I'll speak to you, hey, how you doing? But us hanging out outside of whatever, it's a no. Like, I'm good. We can conversate. Just know that it won't go nothing for that. When it comes to relationships, I can say I have gave second chances, but it's how it is now. It's I'm not doing no second chances. If it didn't work the first time, well, especially like if we was actually in a relationship and we broken up, if it didn't work the first time or how many times, it's not gonna work anymore. So back then, I have gave second chances, but I'm not doing that no more.
I feel like I was in a situation where I may have had someone I gave a second chance to. But now at my age I am now, no second chances. No second chance. And I feel like sometimes as you get older, you realize some things are just not meant to be. And no matter what we do to try to force it to be together, it ain't meant to be. So sometimes you just gotta let stuff go. In order for life to progress and then move on and the right person to come, you're never gonna meet the right person if you keep hanging on to the wrong one. And I feel like a lot of times too, we'll know that person isn't good for us, and we'll still, I'm gonna just see, maybe we can keep
because you rather start with that person over than start with somebody else, because it's easier. Like, oh, I already know this person.
It's easier, but sometimes it's more detrimental to your mental, your body, because our bodies respond to a lot of things that we're going through. So I can't just go through something and my body don't react. My body's gonna react in some way, and so I have to protect my peace at all times, because I can't just have emotional feelings and then it don't affect me physically. It always affects me physically. So second chances is a no for me. But mind you, that's coming from the perspective of a single woman. Some women have been married a long time and they have been forgiving their husbands for a very long time. They just continue to do that. And then there have been instances where I have seen where a person was a certain way, and then the Lord changed them and they changed their ways, and they got a second chance at being the best man that they can be, and they've been doing right. It just depends. It's the risk that you take, because sometimes people will say they change and they'll change for a few months and then they go back to their old ways, and then there you are like, oh man, I should have just believed them. I should have believed them. When a person show you who they are, believe them. They do say that. Can people change? Yeah, people can change, but people can also lie. People can also change their minds. They be like, oh, I tried to do all this for you, but I never really wanted to change. I never really wanted to do this. I did this for you, but now I want to step into my era where I want to do what I want to do, and now they done changed. I really want to be outside in the streets. I really don't want to do this family thing, but I was trying to do it for you.
A couple months after that, if somebody's showing wishy-washy, they don't wear that yet.
Yeah.
Because one second they want to be married and want to have a family, then the next second they want to be single. Then they realize, oh no, I really wanted to be married, and oh, it's a little too late for that.
Keep changing their mind.
We're not gonna continue the cycle. Like if I gave you the chance the first time, you should have took that and run with that and kept it going. But you thinking that I'm about to keep giving you chances after chances after you already done had your second chance? It's a no. Like at some point your chances run out and they run out. It doesn't matter how many I give you. At some point, it doesn't matter how many anybody give you. At some point, them chances, you're gonna run out of them.
Everybody has a breaking point. And you think I'm gonna keep playing with you, keep playing with you, keep playing with you, and then, oh well, now I want to do right. No, you can't. Even if you do decide to, let's say for example, you have mental things that you need to deal with a therapist or whatever. Even if you do go to a therapist and get better, that does not guarantee that that person is going to stick around for that. That does not guarantee that. And sometimes some people will do you so dirty, and then when they finally become a good man, they're like, oh well, we can now be together, we can fix what. No, sometimes the damage is so damaging until you really can't fix it for that person. Sometimes that person, no matter how good of a man you are now, they still remember how dirty and how bad you did them in the past. And sometimes it's hard for people to move on from that, because it not just affects you physically, but affects you mentally, it affects you emotionally. It's hard to move past sometimes, because just because you got over it, that don't mean I got over it. I'm still thinking about it. I know you're a good man now, but every time you walk out that door, I'm thinking,
now it's a trigger.
Oh Lord, what if he's triggered? Which means, or maybe he sees somebody else he like, and there's that trigger. He's triggered, and now he want to go after her. Or same thing for men that forgive women that do them wrong. Now he's thinking, oh Lord, she got on that outfit. What if another dude tried? It just plays on your mind too much. It plays on your mind too much. But I think it also has a lot to do with how you really feel about that person. Because when you in love, it can change how you respond. It can make you go blind. And how you feel. It can
make you go blind.
And it's scary, because it's like, I know I'm not supposed to give you
in solo with that person. So you're just like, you know what? Hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully they get it together, so you stay. And you be in love. And you keep giving them chances. After chances, after chances, after chances. And they keep taking. Just keep taking. They never give. They just keep taking. Then when you come to that point where you like, you know what, your second chances have run out and now I'm done. Now they upset. And it's like, no, I gave you multiple second chances. And you continued because you thought I would never leave. So now that I left, now you hurt. Now why did you leave? I didn't do nothing. Well, you always, no, you kept taking my chances for granted. So now we're done. At some point, your chances gonna run out. You keep pushing your luck with people, thinking that, oh, she'll never leave, or he'll never leave, or he always gonna be there, she always gonna be there. When it comes to relationships or friends, you can't always expect continue doing somebody wrong and then for them to continue to be there. Especially for me, I think with friendships, because friendships hurt way worse when it comes to breakups than you actually be in a relationship. You should be taking your friend for granted if they done so much for you and you haven't done nothing in return. It should be equal. You should be giving, they should be giving. You should be taking, they should be taking. You should not be. I don't understand. I never understood the whole point of doing your friends wrong from the beginning. Like, that's your friend, that's who your best friend. Y'all supposed to be like partners of crime, yin yang. Then especially when it comes to the whole y'all being friends, and then it gets on the internet, and that's a whole nother level. So now it's just like, can y'all be friends after that? After y'all got on social media and dogged each other out, the chances of y'all becoming friends after that is a no, because now the internet is involved. Now y'all bashing each other on the internet. Y'all can't go back. Even or y'all out dinner with other friends and you get into it, and then you dogging your friend out from other people. Other people looking at you like, why are we friends? And that's how you do your best friend. Then you losing chances with other people, and you didn't even mess up the first time. They just see how you doing somebody else, and you're like, dang, that's supposed to be your best friend. I thought that's supposed to be your sister, and that's how you talking about her, especially in front of people, or that's how you doing her.
It's a reflection.
Like, then you got people questioning, do they want to be friends with you?
They see how you moving.
Yeah. Then like, if I let it go, who's to say she's not gonna do it again, or who's to say he's not gonna do it again?
There's that chance. And I feel like when it comes to second chances, God gives us a lot of second chances. He does, constantly giving us, chances. And I understand forgiveness. I feel like forgiveness is key. But I can forgive you and not allow you to bring that back into my life.
You can forget, but you'll never forget that. That's something that will always be there.
And just because I forgive you, I don't have to prove that I forgive you by allowing you back into my life and allowing you back into, my space to still continue to bring trauma and turmoil.
But I feel like if you also get somebody a second chance and you forgave them for what they did, whatever they did, you shouldn't be throwing that in their faces. Because if you gonna do that, you shouldn't have got back together with them. That means because you're not letting go of it, you really didn't forget them. You just said it just to say it, but you didn't do it. What was the point of you forgiving them and taking it back if you're gonna continue to throw it in their face? The first argument, well, you cheated on me with such and such. Why are we bringing that up if you say you forgave me? If we said we moved past it,
right?
If you gave that person a second chance, leave that in the past, and don't bring it up when it comes to an argument.
And see, the thing is too, and if she forgives you or he forgives you, don't do it again. Because you just assume they're going to forgive you again. No, it has to be accountability where you're like, okay, I'm going to take this second chance and I'm going to do the best I can with it. I want to prove my loyalty, prove that you can earn my trust. That's the time that you're supposed to be trying to prove that they made the right decision by giving you a second chance. And a lot of times I feel like people take the second chance and they fumble it. They're like, wow, I gave him another chance and this is how he do. I was really done with him. And then that's the thing. If you don't want somebody, leave them alone. If you're not going to do right with that second chance and you still want to do what you want to do, leave people alone. Because that's wrong when you allow people to continue to keep giving you chances and you know you don't want to do right. You're not going to do right. Stop doing people like that because that's wrong. And when it comes to second chances, yes, I believe in forgiveness. But relationships, once we're really done, I'm done. Because when I was in it. And I'm really trying to fight, really trying to do what I can to fix it. Or, on my end, I'm really trying to cross all of my I's and cross all my T's, dot all my I's, make sure that I done put in everything that I could do. Because once it's done, it's done. And there's no going back. Even with friendships, I feel like I definitely have more grace when it comes to friendships. Because friendships are very important to me. And I understand a lot of times things are misunderstandings. People say things outside of anger. And even with that, you still got to be mindful. Even when you're angry, you have to be mindful what you say. Because some things is a point of no return. You're not able to come back from. Even with anger, you have to be mindful as to what you say and take people into account whenever you're saying whatever you're saying, because some things you cannot come back from, especially when it comes to like things that we talked about, things that bother me. Just because you mad, that's what you want to. That's the first thing you want to bring up. Is the one thing that gonna piss. That's really gonna piss me off and really make me about to lose it. Why is that your first thing you grab?
Or you running towards like, oh well. Whatever secrets that y'all had, you want to tell them. Or whatever y'all talked about, you run and telling it.
That's always been in your heart. Whenever people do that, when they run and tell secrets,
been waiting on it.
That's always been in your heart.
They've been waiting on it.
That's always been in your heart. And you've always had a bitter, jealous spirit towards whoever that person is, because that's not the first thing you do when you love somebody. When you really care about somebody, that's not the first thing you do. Oh, I know this, I know that, how this happened to you, you would never do that. You never cared. You can't tell me you cared about them and really loved them and had respect for them, and that's the first thing you do when you have a disagreement. People don't know how to communicate, so a lot of times when people lash out and they just start, oh, this and this, I know this and this. Y'all never really was cool for real. Y'all were just waiting on the opportunity to throw each other under the bus. And it's like you being friends with your op. That's your op. That wasn't even your friend. Plotting on you the whole time. And some people do that.
I feel like that's why I don't really get second chances when it comes to friends. Especially if I invite you in my home and you've been over here multiple times and you do something, you've been waiting for the opportunity. So I think with friends, I hold friends way higher than it when it comes to somebody I'm in a relationship with. Because you my friend, like you see me at my worst and at my best sometimes way more than if I'm dating or if I'm not dating. Or like if I invite you into my home and I'm cooking for you and we hanging out and I'm like doing all that stuff and then you cross me, it's a no-go.
That's so hurtful.
We can't go back. Like I don't get second chances when it comes to friendship.
That's so hurtful.
When it comes to we've been outside of like if we started as work friends and then we start hanging out outside of work and I invite you to my home or we're going hanging out multiple times after and you do something like I'm good. But I feel like you also get that, especially when it comes to work friends, you know who you taking outside of work and you know who you're not taking outside of work.
You like, know the ones that you like, yeah.
Because you like, in the back of your mind, you're like, I don't know, like, because if this person show out outside of work, I already know for a fact that we're not going to be friends. Like, I'm not giving second chances when it comes out of friends. Now, most of my friends, like, we already have that level of respect, so we ain't got nothing to worry about. But some people will try you and it's like, I don't give out second chances when it comes from. When you cross me, when you coming from my character, when I've showed you who I was, or when like anything like that, because I had somebody it did turn into like something else, but we was friends first, and then for you to make up something out of nowhere and try to say that I'm that person or I've done something that you know for a fact that I never done or never would do, because we don't have multiple conversations about that, and then you haven't even apologized because you know for a fact that you're in the wrong. So if you ever do come back like, oh, thank you for the apology, but I'm good, because you know it's her first name. I've showed you. We done hung out multiple times, not even outside of work. We built a relationship. We was always together. We had deep conversations, minus whatever else extra we end up adding into that friendship. We still had deep conversations before any of that crossed the line, and I'm telling you what I've been through and all this stuff that I wouldn't do, and then you accuse me of something that I told you that I've been through that I would never do, and you knew that I didn't do it, and you accused me of it. We would never be friends again, because that's disrespectful. That means you never cared, or you just was waiting on your opportunity and then to do what you wanted to do and get what you need to get, and then, oh, okay, this relationship don't fulfill me no more, so now I'm about to make up something. Or say something that's not I know for a fact that's not fact, or I know for a fact they didn't do.
And that's why. That's not fair.
Or I don't do the whole friendship when you friends with somebody and then y'all have a friend group and then that person try to cause friction or drama between you and somebody else. That's enough for me too. That's it. I'm good.
Yeah. I understand that. But I like I said, I am very forgiving. Sometimes to a fault in a way, but I'm very forgiving and I don't hold grudges. And I also understand that things happen and things can be said out of anger, and I think it depends on like where you and that person stood before y'all had the disagreement. If y'all really wasn't that close and you didn't, that's different. But if I'm like really cool with you and we have a disagreement, I feel like for both sides we should both want to have a conversation to fix it. But if one person is like, I don't want nothing to do with you, cool. I'm cool on that too. Like I don't beg nobody to be my friend. So if you don't want to have a conversation and try to fix it, that's fine with me. I promise. I'm gonna be okay. And I know how to maneuver through life without you, because I maneuvered the life before I met you, So those kind of things can happen, but when it comes to friendships, I feel like a lot of times, especially in girl groups, it can be misunderstandings. It could be a lot of cattiness. It can get catty. And when you're the type of person that don't like drama, because I don't like drama, we don't like drama, we really like peace and tranquility. Like we don't do no mess. So when you are, especially with your friend group, when y'all are very unmessy, when things start getting messy, sometimes you do have to pull back, just be like, I'm good on that, or I'm good on that person, I'm good on this. And sometimes you gotta love people from a distance, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't hate you, but I can't deal with you.
Because not everybody deserves second chances.
Not everybody deserves second chances, and it's okay to you stay over there, I stay right here. I hang with who hangs with me. You know, whoever I click with, whoever I'm really cool with. You know, no hard feelings. And I wish you the best in life. But we just can't. It's just not gonna work.
And that's sometimes okay. It's not even like when it comes to like parents or family too. Like not everybody deserves second chances because they take it. I feel like family cut deeper anything when somebody cross you that's supposed to be y'all family blood and they cross you and it's like, dude, should I be giving them second chances? If I'm not giving other people second chances, why am I giving them? You're the main person in this world that's not even supposed to cross me. You cross me. So sometimes family don't deserve second chances either. Sometimes you have to just cut them off too and keep it pushing. Like, I can love you for a distance. Like, we family, but I'm good on you. Yeah. You stay over there and I stay over there, and then sometimes we have to interact because we're around family. It's hey, how you doing? And then we keep it pushing. Like, I don't have to communicate to you or hang out with you or talk to you every day because we're blood. Sometimes blood don't mean nothing.
Right. And it's sad, but that's the real. Because some people have been so crossed by their family. It just breaks my heart to hear some of the stuff that their family
you can't get them second chances. Like, I see so many videos, like, and it's like, dang, your mama did you like that? And you gotta, like, I understand why you cut your mama off. Sometimes some people, like, when it comes to family, they don't deserve second chances. It's you can go too far. And it's like, oh, in the Bible, okay, but two is I still don't have to have that person in my life. I can love them, respect them, and just not have them in my life. They don't deserve second chances. If I always been respectful and never been disrespectful, and they continue to treat me or continue to do this, at some point I get a grown too. I can say what I want, but I choose not to. It's just you don't have no more chances with me. I'm just either I'm not gonna speak to you or just hey, how you doing? Be respectful and just keep pushing. Like, we don't have to have no conversation. But you just know that your chances are done with me. But you won't know nothing about my life unless somebody tell you. Oh, why didn't get invited to the baby shower? Why didn't get invited to the wedding? That's on you. You ruin your chances that you have with me. So now you gotta see it from afar. And
sometimes with second chances, it's never going to be like it was before. It's going to be a whole
because it's always different because you know that person showed you something. You're like, I don't know about that. We can still chit chat and hey, how you doing? But it's a side. It's still like a low key side because you're like, okay, I know what I can I tell this person? I know what I can I do around this person because I already know how they gonna be or how they react. So you get them a little bit of you don't get them what they used to have. You get them a little bit. And then every time they do something, just Lord, then you know what? All right, don't worry about it. Your chances right now, I'm good.
Because what you do also affects how other people view you. People are watching you. People are watching how you maneuver in relationships and friendships.
Especially the people who are around you. People also look at who you hang out with too. And if they not they good people, they be like, okay, well, she hang out with that person, so she ain't no way she a good person either. Or she, like, if they doing that, then she probably doing it too, or she condone it.
It's all about your heart. What's in your heart? Like, if you a snake person, you're not gonna be able to hide that from everybody. Because eventually, what's inside of your heart is gonna come out. It's gonna come out. And if you were the type of person that befriend people to get close to them, to get something, to get something, information, or just to know stuff about them to use against them later, you're gonna reap that. And you're not going to be able to find true friendships or true people that's going to really get to know you and really want to be with you because you have to reap that. You're constantly trying to get close to people to have something to use against them. And not realizing that all of us have something that we're dealing with. All of us. You have one thing on this one person. You're like, oh, I could use this. Well, you got stuff on you too. The same thing that you're doing, somebody else is doing to you. You feel like you got that one person that you're going. That's the that person right there is the one that's going to turn on you, just because of how you're doing such and such. You can't do whatever you want to do and think that it's never going to find you. Whether that's with your friends, whether your family, your spouse, whoever, or your boyfriend, whoever, you're going to reap what you sow. So you have to be mindful of what you do because not even other people are watching you. God is watching you. He see you, and He's going to start revealing your heart posture because how you are really is going to show. It's going to show. And there's always going to be times when you're going to have somebody that can fool a lot of people all the time. Some of them that can fool some people some of the time. But you can't fool everybody all the time. Somebody's going to see right through you and say, oh, girl, you need to stay away from her. And they be like, what you mean? No, because people are going to be able to see what's really inside of you. So it's just best to remove yourself from people. You know what I'm saying? If you with somebody or whatever, whether that's family, friends, your significant other, remove yourself if your intentions are not pure. Because you are hurting yourself. You think you're hurting them by gathering information to use against them later. No, you're hurting you. Because it's always going to backfire. It's always going to backfire because you're going to get what you put out 10 times fold. So if you're not pure, leave people alone. Sometimes just not leave people alone. And there's a lot of women that say, I just wish you would have just left me alone. I was fine. Just leave me. I was fine. But you pursued me. You pursued me.
Chased me.
And you knew where my weak points were. You knew where my weakness was or what I was, fighting through. And you pursued me and you got close to me. And even in the Bible, when the Lord said, He said, if it had been somebody that I didn't know, but it was someone that I did stuff with, someone that I was close to, that hurts more when it's somebody that you truly trust. So if you don't have good intentions, leave people alone. Leave people alone. Because nowadays, you can't just do people in the kind of way and think they're just going to let God handle it. No, people are taking things into their own hands. And you could find yourself in a very dangerous situation if you're not careful. Some people are like, oh, he did me dirty. Okay, bet. They already plotting and planning. And you like, oh, well, I'm good. Well, she ain't said nothing. You don't know. So don't risk it. Don't risk it. And when it comes to second chances, for God, He gives us a lot of second chances. But He also don't play. You're not going to keep playing in His face either. So if God ain't going to let you keep playing in His face, you do stuff and then you repent. You do stuff and you repent. You going to find out how He really feels about that. Because He know you're not serious. He know you're not serious. And it's about your heart. He the one sees our heart. He knows the heart. So He knows when you're genuinely sorry for what you do. And He also knows when you just saying it.
And too, if you deserve a second chance or not. So you don't deserve a second chance, so you shouldn't be asking nobody to give you one. Because you know what you did was wrong. And for a fact that you're probably going to do it again. So you shouldn't be begging or fake crying or manipulating nobody. Be like, oh, I'm not going to do it no more. It was a mistake at one time. For a fact that you're going to do it again. You don't deserve no second chance. Leave them people with it. Leave them people alone.
A lot of people do definitely use that as a manipulation tactic. The crying and the please and the knowing they're not going to do right.
They're going to do the same. They're going to
do right.
They're going to do the same thing. Yeah. You begging for a second chance knowing you do not deserve one, but you're going to do it anyways because you're trying to get what you want out of it.
Nope. Let it go. Let it go. And if you're dealing with somebody that you're thinking about giving a second chance to, look back on their history. I don't care.
How they treat you in your relationship. How everything went when they was mad. What did they say? When y'all got an argument, what they say, what they did, or whoever. Yeah. When it comes to family, anybody, just be careful. I feel like when it comes to, it's nothing when it comes to, they drunk, or they mad, or they was angry, they didn't mean it. No, they meant. Believe whenever in any of those type of situations, whenever they come out of their mouth, spazzing and saying whatever, they meant what they said. They said they hate you, they hate you. And they said they wish they never talk to you, dated you, all that stuff. They meant what they said. If they, I wish they did it, they meant it. Take it as that and leave it alone. Don't give them a second chance because that apologizing saying I didn't mean it, they meant it. Especially if they say they're gonna unalive you in any way. If they say, I'll do this or do that, they'll find you and No. Some things you have to take seriously. Not everybody deserves second chances. No, you do what they get. If you threaten my life, we can't be together. And I don't care how long y'all been together. If he always saying or she always saying, I'll do this to you, or they'll find you in a swamp or whatever they say, no, you take that seriously and you leave them alone. Because people don't just say stuff like that. That's not normal to just say stuff like that. And if you got a chance to leave when it comes to being in a relationship like that, and they threaten or whatever, leave. If you left, do not go back. Do not let them talk you into getting them another chance. Just leave. You left, stay gone. Don't go back to it, because you already know it's gonna be the same outcome. And God forbid, you may not be able to walk away the next time.
That's true.
If they show you and you left, got away that first time, stay away. Don't go back.
Don't go back. I don't care what they saying. Oh, let's just talk.
I'm going to go to therapy. I'm in anger management, or I'm in AA, getting better. I'm not drinking them. No.
It's too dangerous.
They showed you who they was that first time. Them going to therapy, anger management, and that stuff is not going to help them, especially if they're not taking it seriously and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. If you left and you got away, do not go back. Stay away, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to walk away the next time. They're going to kill you, or something that's going to happen to you where it's going to be like, you really going to need help. If you got away that first time, stay away. Don't give them people second chances, because they're going to hurt you and they're going to hurt themselves. Especially when y'all have kids. You got kids to think about.
Man.
Sometimes them second chances, like, oh, well, we're doing it for the family. You're making it worse when the kids are watching y'all arguing, or watching their parents beat on the other parent. You're doing more harm than good about something. Well, we're trying to be a 2-parent household. Sometimes them 2-parent households ain't always healthy. Sometimes it's better just being that one adult, 1-parent household. You gotta let it go. Don't get nobody second chances when they beat on you and they doing it in front of you, especially in front of your kids. And your kids seeing that. Second chances are not worth it. You gave them one, they messed up, cool, great, move along, go find somebody else who would never do that. Well, you don't have to worry about keep giving them second chances, because they're going to get it right the first time.
And especially as adults, we're supposed to know how to act. We're supposed to know how to communicate. We're supposed to know, okay, keep your hands to yourself. They tell you that when you're young. Keep your hands to yourself. He should not keep putting his hands on you. Or
she should not be putting his hands.
Exactly. Y'all should not be fighting. That's not normal. To just be physically beating each other up and then, we're back together and we have makeup sex. No. And I do feel like sometimes in society now they praise the toxic relationships.
That makeup sex is the best sex.
Like,
no, it's not. Because y'all not really fixing anything. Y'all just masking it and just putting sex on it to put a band-aid, and then that band-aid gonna fall off sooner or later, so you back in the same scenario. Y'all just gonna keep repeating it. Then you stuck in a cycle.
Stuck in a cycle that is detrimental to get rid of, because especially if kids are involved, like, you're teaching your children that it's okay for
somebody to disrespect you, to not care.
They're watching.
Be disrespectful.
They're watching.
Kids pick up on more than what people want to say. Like, oh, they don't know any better. They're only 2 or 3. No, they know that stuff, because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, when it comes to these kids and they go to daycares, they're reenacting that stuff at the daycares. The kids telling your business at the daycares. When they talking good. Oh, my daddy was hitting on my mama, or my mama was hitting on my daddy, and my daddy threw son. Or these kids know. They reenact that stuff at daycares. They're going to, because they don't know what's going on. They really don't know how to comprehend it, so they're going to react it. And then you're seeing it. Then when they're coming to you looking shook, like you don't know what's going on. Oh, it's just that one time. No, it's not just that one time. You keep putting it in. It's not going to work. Them going to anger management, if they don't want to fix it and really get help to figure out why they're so angry, or why they feel like they got to drink and be angry and abuse you or take it out on you, then you don't need to be with them. Move along. Like, don't keep giving people second chances who don't care. If that was the other way, they wouldn't give you a second chance.
Right. That too. Some people, the second chance is always, a lot of times, one-sided. Because if you would have dared did what he did,
he would have taken you back, and now you boo crying.
Right.
Don't keep letting somebody keep giving somebody second chances that you know for a fact they're not gonna give you one. If the roles were reversed, you know for a fact. A lot of times when it comes to if a woman cheat on a man, they're not going to take you back. The whole world don't end it. But if they was to cheat on you and you let it go, it's fine with them. But if you was to do it to them, no, the whole world, and they dragging that out. Even if they was thinking about it, you never look at the end of it. So at some point, you just gotta let it go. Don't keep giving somebody second chances that's not gonna give you none.
I agree. And you gotta also to give yourself second chances, because I feel like a lot of times we're so hard on ourselves when it comes to relationships, family, friends, being a good daughter, being a good mother, being a good sister. We're so hard on ourselves. So give yourself a chance. Do better. You know, let me try this. Let me try to do better about myself. You gotta give yourself a second chance sometimes, because I feel like when it comes to women, we are so caught up in having to do this. I gotta take care of this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this, and then we fail in certain areas, and we're like, we beat ourselves down so bad about failing in this area. It's okay to give yourself a second chance and do better about yourself. Give yourself a second chance, because before you give anybody else a second chance, give yourself a second chance. And a lot of times, once you start giving yourself a second chance, you'll realize certain people are never going to get a second chance. They don't deserve that version of you. That this new version of you, they don't deserve it. So if you didn't want me when I was down, what makes you think all of a sudden you deserve me at my best, or when I'm up, or like, no. So when it comes to second chances, you know, I don't have no exes. If I did, I'm good on it. I'm good on second chances.
Yeah, I feel like the intake of it all is, when it comes to it, is don't continue giving somebody second chances that you know they're not gonna give you none, and don't keep allowing people to take time from you by keep giving them second chances, knowing that the cycle is going to continue. They're not going to change. They may change. Like she said, they may mask it, give you a good couple weeks, couple months, maybe a year or two to get you where they want you, where you to be stuck. And then they show their true colors, and you just like, dang, I really should have let them go that first time I had, but I kept giving them chances. And now they probably, a lot of times, they're gonna get you pregnant to be trapped. So they make you feel like you stuck with them forever because, oh, I got a kid, or they marry, you get engaged and you get married, then they show their true colors then, and you like, now I'm stuck in this marriage. And now we having kids on the way, and I'm stuck in this marriage, and I'm unhappy because you gave them that. Sometimes you have to walk away, and not everybody deserves second chances. Not everybody keeps deserving to be in your life. Sometimes it's your best bet is just to walk away. You gave them that person their all, and they gave you half of it, or they just took you for granted. Do your best bet is just to walk away. Don't continue giving second chances to people who don't deserve it, or don't let nobody manipulate you thinking that, oh, they deserve a second chance. If they didn't act right the first time, they're not gonna act right the second time, third time, fourth time. This cycle's gonna continue. So let it go. Find somebody else.
And that's okay.
There ain't nothing wrong with it. Start fresh.
All right, y'all. So that was second chances. So I say, final thought, you know, for me, it's a no. But if you feel like that's something that you want to do, think about all the variables that come with that. Because they may change, they may not. You may find yourself back in the same situation that you're in now. So take that into consideration. Put God first, but put yourself over that person.
And sometimes you gotta check yourself to see why you keep getting second chances. Why you keep allowing somebody to disrespect you and try you. So sometimes you gotta look back at yourself and like, what am I doing? Why can I keep letting this person give second chances and keep going, knowing that they're gonna disrespect me? Sometimes you gotta look back at yourself and realize, what am I doing? Why I keep allowing this stuff to happen?
Right. But thank y'all for tuning in for our cheating segment, and we will be back on our next video. Hope to see you and hear you there. Bye.